Our first stop is a Bistro in Knoxville that has a warm vibe, a seasonal interesting menu, and a regular following. It also has an extraordinary location next door to a century-old theater on a historic revitalized street in downtown Knoxville. Developed in 1790, Gay Street is recognized as Knoxville's main commercial thoroughfare. In the 1980s, the street was preserved as a commercial historic district and placed on the National Register. Nowadays, Gay Street is alive with activity as a commercial and residential hub, bustling once again as a place to dine and be entertained. One of its landmarks, the Tennessee Theater, built in 1928, has undergone a massive renovation, bringing the downtown theater back to the elegance of its early years. An even older theater down the street is the Bijou, built in 1909. During its first heyday, the Bijou hosted performers such as the Marx Brothers, Ethel Barrymore, even Houdini. Threatened by demolition in the 1970s, preservationists stepped in, and today the Bijou is again a popular music entertainment venue. Well, our destination is next door, a place called the Bistro at the Bijou, owned by Martha Boggs since 1993. Martha's been serving up farm-to-table servings, delicious ones by the way, before anybody ever heard of farm-to-table.
Well, it just seems like common sense to me that you use what's fresh, and why buy stuff from California when you've got an abundant amount of produce right here in your own backyard. And these are called California peppers because they look like Californians.
At the Bistro, whatever came out of the garden most recently goes right to the daily special board.
Chalkboard specials are a big part of our business here. A lot of our customers don't even look at the menu. They just come in, look at the chalkboard, and pick something off of that.
The dinner crowd here varies, often according to who's performing next door at the theater.
There's always different kind of clientele. You have bluegrass people, symphony people, and it just seems like there's just always something going on. And I'm really thankful that I get to be a small part of that.
Of course, the lunch menu includes everything from pasta dishes to the usual American sandwich fare. But even that gets a share of homegrown goodness.
This will be the best BLT that you ever had in your life. You just like cut that like a steak, and some of them a little more tie-dyed than the other one, but that's a good old tomato right there. And you can have your good old BLT with Mr. Stripey on there. And I have a couple of my vendors ask me why I buy the most expensive bacon I can. Is this worth it?
Martha puts her own spin on several popular side dishes and appetizers like hummus, made with good old butter beans.
They're a softer bean. You know, they're from here, they're local. And since they're so much softer, the texture makes it to where you can blend them up and get that really creamy, smooth texture without putting a whole lot of olive oil in there.
This is definitely a first butter bean hummus with a little olive. It's as good as you said it was. Many of Martha's customers are regulars who work in the downtown area. New patrons, though, are often surprised to learn the woman cooking or bussing tables is also the person in charge.
Enjoy that. I had a lady the other day, had a problem, asked to speak to the manager, and I went to the table and said, "Hi, I'm Martha, how can I help you?" And she says, "I would really like to speak to the manager, please." Well, I don't have a manager, but I'm the owner, and how can I help you? And I don't think she believed me.
You don't think so?
I don't think she believed me.
Martha Boggs' disarming personality and dedication to serving fresh, tasty foods are the keys to this place's success. and reasons the Bistro is a favorite fixture of Gay Street.
I don't care if you're a rock star, that you're gonna have days where you don't really like your job. Some of the people that have harder jobs than I do around here in government and business, they have a really bad day, and it's a small thing I can do to welcome them in and give them something good to eat and put a smile on their face. And it means a lot to me that I'm able to do that.